A born hustler, mom engraved me with the words. She always told me I was perfect, son, go get what you deserve. There's winners and there's losers, stay upon the former king. Bite your tongue for not assaulting, fuck opinions till it stings. Oh, see, ain't nobody gonna hand you no help, and ain't no cosigns or label, mom, I did it myself.
What's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Today, we're gonna go do a back day. I wanna show you some of my favorite back exercises that particularly allow you to build your lats. I find that that is the most difficult part for people to engage and to grow, so this is not a specific back workout. As you guys know, I do split up my body parts that I train throughout the week. If you guys missed that video, I will link it up somewhere right there. Make sure you guys check it out. These are some exercises that I recommend that you incorporate into your training program if your goal is to grow your lats. So let's get it.
So, I work to find the finer things up in my life. So I hustle. Hey, I work to find the finer things up in my life. So I hustle. I work to find the finer things up in my life. So I hustle. I said I'm D-Rock with the lyrics, I shoot everything walking. I'm all precision, bad decisions, taught the language I'm talking. I'm chalking white lines for the labels who said I never turn heads. The type of dudes I leave on scene cause they once left me on red. Peeping phantoms, taking meetings at hotels at a budget. Private face-to-face encounters that the cameras make public. Sitting down with Gary V, putting the bullshit aside. He said you found your lane, so grind, it's just a matter of time. Don't ever sugarcoat a thing, cause that don't help no one's dream. They want success or they want sympathy, it's just how it seems. I'd rather not smile fake, I'd rather keep it on Gary. I flick the switch and hit the lights and see who shines when it's scary. See, there's a reason that I'm here, been formulaic with faith. I look mistakes right in the face and tell them show me my place. And you should try to track me down and see the places I'm going. And every vlog on the tube should get their soundtrack from rolling. Hey, I work to find the finer things up in my life. So I hustle. I work to find the finer.
All right, and we're back. Let's discuss some of these exercises, shall we? Like I said earlier, activating your lats can be very difficult for a lot of people. So I really like to do like a pre-activation exercise for about 2 to 3 sets of the single arm cable pull-ins. You'll see these right here. These I used to perform a lot, but my spine would remain neutral and I wouldn't really crunch in as you see that I am doing. And I actually got this tip from Jeff Nippard, so shout out to Jeff Nippard. If you actually like laterally crunch in like that, you're more likely to activate your lats, and it's actually been shown that in a bunch of studies. So I gave it a try and I have never actually really felt my lats engaged during any exercise before. So I will always do this before I perform any back exercise, and I've actually noticed a tremendous difference in my lat growth in the last year. So this is something that I will do every single time. I highly recommend you give it a try. Basically, you just want to make sure that when you are crunching over, that this shoulder on the opposite side doesn't concave in. So yes, I'll grab my lat at first just to kind of make that mind muscle connection, but then I'll put my opposite arm onto my hip and really externally rotate it open to make sure that my chest stays nice and open. So when you come down with the crunch, if you find that you are struggling to actually feel it in the side of your lat, then I really recommend that coming up on the eccentric portion of the movement, just really try to focus and make that mind muscle connection. You might have to actually drop the weight. You shouldn't be trying to like do PRs or anything here. It's not even really part of your working sets or anything like that. It's just meant to actually wake the lats up. So don't ego lift, make sure you're lifting lighter and just really focus on that squeeze. So first actual exercise, we are doing a bent over barbell row. For this one, I use a supinated grip. A lot of people like the pronated grip. You do find that you don't get as much activation in your biceps when you use a pronated grip, but because I have such weak wrists, and I think due to the length of the barbell, that doing a pronated grip just is very uncomfortable for me, especially when I start adding weight. So even though yes, I am getting more activation in my biceps by having a supinated grip, I do find that if I focus on the squeeze and the eccentric portion of the movement, that I can actually feel it in my back. So again, not one size fits all. Make sure that you do what works best for you, but if you are looking to the literature, then yes, doing a pronated grip if you can is more optimal if your primary focus is your back. But if you don't train arms a whole lot during the week, you don't do any isolation work, then it's not a bad idea to get them engaged when you can. So if you need to perform this and it's more comfortable, doing a supinated grip, there's nothing wrong with that. So when I do this, I try to keep my elbows nice and close to my side, and a really good cue to kind of take the activation out of your biceps and more so focus on that mind muscle connection in your back is to pretend that there's like a string in your elbow and it's pulling it up towards the roof. So I really just focus on pulling with my elbows. Next exercise is a lat pull down. For a lat pull down, there are so many variations that you can do, and I honestly recommend that you do all of them. But if you are going to prioritize any type of variation when it comes to the lat pull down, I definitely recommend taking a more narrow grip with a pronated grip and in front of your head. That's definitely been shown to allow you to activate the lats most efficiently. A little bit of momentum is totally okay, but if you're swinging uncontrollably, you're not doing anything for activating your lats. I really just focus on the squeeze with this. Keep a slight arch in your back, nothing too over dramatic or anything like that. And again, just kind of play with it a little bit because not one size fits all. Next exercise are pull-ups. Very similar actually to lat pull down. So if you're not able to do pull-ups yet, then I do recommend that you kind of focus on your form and critique when it comes to the lat pull down variation that I just discussed. And I think as you go up in strength with that, you'll find that you'll be able to slowly start to do pull-ups. Another good variation to try to get you on your way to doing pull-ups is to do the assisted pull-up machine. Inverted rows are an excellent variation, and as well as eccentric pull-ups. Don't get discouraged. I mean, it's not a necessity if you are trying to grow your back. It is something that I recommend working towards, and let's face it, being able to do pull-ups is pretty badass, right? When you're doing your pull-ups, you want to make sure that your shoulders are contracted. If your delts are rotating forward, you'll find that you're not actually going to get a lot of activation in your back. This was my biggest mistake for the longest time. So when you're doing your pull-ups, you want to make sure that you retract your scapula, you keep your chest up, keep a nice little arch in your back, and really just pull with your elbows. All right, the next one is some sort of chest supported row. You don't have to use the T-bar machine. You can use a hammer strength machine. I actually really like doing this with dumbbells where you will actually use an incline bench, but I also like the T-bar as well. It's a little bit quicker and easier to set up. So the idea with doing a chest supported row is that it allows you to take momentum and cheating out of it. So you can just focus on different muscle fibers to allow you to activate different areas of your back. Definitely no room for ego lifting here, so make sure you're lifting the appropriate weight, and again, make sure you are pulling with your elbows so you can try to eliminate the activation of your bicep and focus more on your back. And the last exercise is a dumbbell row. So with the dumbbell rows, you can do it where you are using the bench as support. Make sure that you're doing it like this and you are not doing it like that. By doing the dumbbell rows like this, you'll find that you're not going to actually be able to activate your lats most efficiently. That's our biggest thing here, is we want to increase our efficiency so that we are able to actually grow the area that we're working on. I used to do this as well. So a way for me to kind of make sure that I am lifting appropriately is by actually not using the bench as support. So as you'll see right here, I'm actually just keeping my free hand on my hip and bending over. So what this is going to do is going to force you to actually use your back and not use momentum in order to be able to row the weight, and you'll find that you're actually activating your core. So give it a try. It's a great variation. The biggest takeaway, I think that if you guys can take away anything from this video, is that your muscles don't give a shit how much you're lifting. So even though there's other people around and some people might care about lifting heavy and looking cool or just feeling good, I get it. I like being strong too. It's badass. I totally get it. But if your primary goal is to grow, your muscles don't care. They don't give a shit. So take the ego out of it, put your pride aside, and just focus on the contraction and making sure that you're doing the exercises properly. It's going to benefit you and serve you later on. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys found this helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else you want to see. I also want to address one more thing. I'm getting a lot of people liking my videos. I'm getting a lot of private messages of people liking my videos, and I really appreciate that. But I actually want to start to build a community here, you guys, where we can support each other. So if you like this video, can you do me a huge favor right now? Just write a comment down below. Tell me something that you want to see next. Tell me something that you liked about this video. Tell me something you didn't like about this video. I don't care. I'm not sensitive to positive criticism, okay? So I would really appreciate it, you guys. I think we can take this somewhere, and I've had a lot of private messages of good video ideas, but let me know down below, you guys, okay? And I think it would be a cool way for you guys to meet other like-minded people as well, people with similar goals, people with similar problems who might be able to help you as well, not just me. So before you leave this video, comment down below, okay? Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
I work to find the finer things up in my life. So I hustle.